Orlando Magic HQ was poppin'. So Magic fans, we are in a dead point of the offseason right now after the Magic had taken both Anthony Black and Jet Howard with both of their lottery picks. We get to watch our young guys go out there and perform in the Summer League. And outside of that, we haven't had much basketball to look forward to considering the NBA season is still a couple of months away, including the preseason. But as of right now, we have Team USA in FIBA World Cup basketball to go ahead and watch for our team, and it features our very own Rookie of the Year in Paolo Banchero. And Team USA last night defeated Puerto Rico in the only game that they're gonna play in the United States, 117-74. And while that was a huge blowout margin of a victory, Team USA did not really pull away until the second half when they used a 20-0 run to fuel their victory and get that W over Puerto Rico. This was just the first of 5 exhibition games before the World Cup for the Americans, and the only one that will be played in the United States. The team flies to Malaga, Spain on Tuesday for games this weekend against Slovenia and Spain. Then they head to the United Arab Emirates for games in Dubai against Greece on August 18th and Germany on August 20th. Team USA will play the first of 3 World Cup group games in the Philippines against New Zealand on August 26th, then followed by Greece. Now, for those of you that may not be familiar, let's actually go ahead and take a look at the United States roster and what they've put together constructively. We've got the Orlando Magic's Paolo Banchero, Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson, Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton, Josh Hart, Brandon Ingram, Triple J, Jaren Jackson Jr., Cam Johnson, Walker Kessler, Bobby Portis, and Austin Reeves. And with the coaching staff, we've got Steve Kerr, Ty Lue, Eric Spoelstra, and Mark Few. If you ask me, that is 3 of the best coaches in the NBA right there, all on this roster collectively with Ty Lue, Eric Spoelstra, and Steve Kerr. When you take a look at what the United States did last night versus Puerto Rico, they shot 48 of 85 from the field, 6 of 27 from deep. They were 15 of 24 from the charity stripe, so they got to do a better job of knocking down their free throws. You can't be leaving points on the board, especially once you start playing a lot better teams and a lot better countries with teams like Australia, France, and the list goes on. The United States did do a great job out rebounding Puerto Rico by 35 boards. They had 15 more assists than Puerto Rico, and they did a great job just in general on defense with 10 steals and 10 blocks chipped in as well defensively. Anthony Edwards and Cam Johnson both led the team in scoring with 15 apiece. Jalen Brunson led the team in rebounds with 12 rebounds and 10 defensive rebounds. Tyrese Halliburton did a great job seeing the court. We know the type of caliber player that he is. He led the team with 12 assists, and he had 6-7 assists in just the first couple of minutes that he was in the game. He was doing a great job of reading the floor and really getting guys open in space. Our very own Paolo Banchero in 16 minutes was 3 of 4 from the field, 1 of 4 from the charity stripe, so he's got to do a better job knocking those down. But he did score 7 points, and he was a +5 when he was on the court. So my overall takeaways from this game were 2 clear takeaways. When Team USA wants to go out and push the pace in transition, and this team wants to play a lot more up-tempo, they do a much better job of getting guys out in space because we have guys that can run the floor, and they were consistently doing it with guys like Tyrese Halliburton. Obviously, a big man like JJJ can run the floor as well too. Jalen Brunson, Paolo Banchero, Anthony Edwards, the list goes on. The Americans have a lot of guys that can go out in space and they can really run the floor very well, and I think that they did a great job of that. And my other big takeaway with this was, even though the Americans did struggle to shoot from behind the arc in this game, just 6 of 27 from 3-point range, I do think that they are a much better 3-point shooting team than they really displayed in that first game. Maybe they were getting a lot of the butterflies out in that game, but when you have guys that are capable 3-level scorers with guys like Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton, Jalen Brunson, Paolo Banchero, the list goes on. This team has guys that are very capable of scoring on all 3 levels and switching multiple positions. I do think that the Americans need to do a better job of spacing the floor when it comes to that in the half-court offense, but overall, this team looks extremely good, even though they don't have some of the elite stars with guys like Steph Curry and Kevin Durant out there. Team USA put together a really good group. I think that these guys complement each other very well. And when you have 3 amazing coaches and guys like Steve Kerr, Eric Spoelstra, and Ty Lue coaching these guys up, it's hard to really go wrong with this group. And my last big point that I really want to drive home with this recap, and this really goes to a lot of us Magic fans, is the fact that Paolo Banchero is still criminally underrated, and only us Magic fans know that. Really, outside of this tight-knit Orlando Magic community on Twitter, on YouTube, on Instagram, and everywhere on social media, we still feel like Paolo Banchero does not get the respect that he deserves. Not only should he have been a unanimous Rookie of the Year last season, and he put together one of the greatest rookie seasons that we've seen in NBA history, especially since the time LeBron James has came into the league, a very comparable rookie type of season, and you expect Paolo Banchero to continuously only get better, especially with that three-point shot. He was one of the least talked about #1 overall picks coming into the NBA out of Duke. He was one of the least talked about #1 overall picks in the middle of the season when he was dominating his rookie season. And Paolo Banchero is still criminally underrated. He's doing great things for Team USA. When was the last time we saw a guy at 20 years of age come in and make a dominant impact in the NBA in his first season, very comparable to LeBron James, not get talked about enough, and is making solid contributions on Team USA, and expect him and his role to continuously get bigger for Team USA as we continue to play throughout the exhibition games? I think Paolo Banchero is still criminally underrated. He does not get the national media and attention that he rightfully deserves, and only us Magic fans know that. It is incredible to see at 20 years of age just what he is doing. But Magic fans, let us know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below about Team USA, how they performed yesterday, and also what did you make about our very own Paolo Banchero's debut for Team USA. I thought he did a lot of great things, and there's things that he can still continuously do to work on and get better with his craft and his game overall. But Magic fans, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for sticking around throughout the whole video. If you guys enjoyed it, please make sure you guys go ahead and drop me a thumbs up. It takes 1 second and it helps me in the channel out tremendously. If you guys are also new here, consider hitting that subscribe bell to stay tuned for more Orlando Magic content that I do here on YouTube. And make sure you guys also go ahead and follow me, Brett James, and OrlandoMagicHQ on all of our socials, especially on Twitter. We're both very active and we're on there every single day. We're gonna try to keep you guys updated as much as possible with Team USA and try to bring you guys as many recaps as possible. But thanks again for sticking around throughout the whole video. Brett James, AKA BJ. I'm out, y'all. Go Magic, baby. Peace.